Hello, guys. Welcome back to Between Timezones Podcast, the podcast where we have real conversations about life and just navigating the world between two different places and experiences. So, today, before we jump in, I'd like to thank you for watching our past episode. Thank you for your likes, shares, your comments. Thank you for sharing with us how you relate about our experiences. For today's episode, we are having a nurses episode. Guys, give it up for the nurses. Thank you for all you do. I am joined by two amazing nurses. I have Kosi. You've seen her before in my podcast. And I have Shiko on my left. Welcome, guys. Welcome, nurses.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Thank you for all you do. So nurses who immigrated from Kenya to the US and became excellent nurses. So we are just going to have a conversation about the experience of them coming into this country and becoming nurses, the journey, and anything they would like to advise anyone who's trying to be a nurse. All right, guys, without further ado, we'll jump into the first question. First, Kosi, were you a nurse when you were in Kenya?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you doing in Kenya?
So I did a bachelor's in food nutrition and dietetics, and I was a registered dietitian back in Kenya. I didn't practice, but I did my internship program at Kenyatta National Hospital for 1 year, and then right after it, I came to the US and did my master's in family and consumer science. I worked with as a child welfare specialist in the Department of Child and Family Services, and then I felt like that was not the right place for me. So I went back to healthcare and started with certified nurse assistant course, and then I worked as a CNA for quite some time, and maybe I will dive more into that in my next question. But no, I wasn't a nurse in Kenya.
Okay, that's interesting, but it's not too far off. I think you were already in the medical field, so that was probably a good segue into nursing. And Shiko, were you a nurse when you were in Kenya?
So for me, it was a big turnover because back in Kenya, I was doing business administration, finance and banking.
Oh.
And I actually got to practice in an NGO in Kenya for like 2 years. And growing up, I never thought I would become a nurse. So back in Kenya, I enjoyed doing finance and banking. And as Kosi said, we'll go to more deeper to why we became nurses and why we made the decision when we came here.
Okay, good. Okay, that's a little bit far off from business to nursing, but I'd like to hear about your experience next. So that leads me to my next question. What inspired you to become a nurse, Kosi? I think you touched on it, but is there a big inspiration that you had to be a nurse?
Yeah, so the education back in Kenya is kind of different from here. In Kenya, you can you have to pick a course, and then back then it was called COSUPS or something. You would pick a college for you. So I did pick nursing as my first choice, of course, but my grades, my overall GPA didn't match to nursing, unless if I would have gone the parallel route like a private student. So the public school offered me my second option, which was nutrition. So, and then I did it and finished that. And then, like I said, came here, did my master's. But I know I'm a very compassionate person. I love to help people. I love to give that first-hand help, which I didn't get that from working as a child welfare specialist and also as a nutritionist. So I did CNA to kind of gauge myself and see even I can actually do nursing. So I did the CNA routes and I loved it. I loved the impacts that I would give to my patients, and also knowing what I know about nursing here, with it offers the stability, the financial stability, and everything that comes with it. So I chose to go back to nursing school.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. How about you, Shiko?
Yeah, so for me, like honestly speaking, back in Kenya, as I said, I never thought I would have ever become a nurse because back in Kenya, sorry to say, the image of nursing was growing up was not very good.
Oh yeah.
You'd go to hospitals like maternity wards, and you see nurses and you see people like giving birth,
Yeah.
and you think like nurses, all nurses do is clean,
Yeah.
clean people.
Yeah.
But then coming here to the US, the image of nursing was much better. And nursing, unlike Kenya, was a profession, it was a career. And you could do much more than cleaning people. It was about creating dignity for the people.
Yes.
Yeah, like helping people like maintain their dignity, and yeah, it was fulfilling. So back then in Kenya, I would never have become a nurse.
Yeah.
But now I would never choose like any other career.
Yeah, you're right. Growing up, like we looked at nurses, the nurses have this image of being like mean people, you know, and also, as you said, like they're not treated as well as the profession is not treated as well as it is treated here. So yeah, I'm glad you changed. You know, you had that change, and how do you like it so far?
So as I said, I'll never do anything else apart from nursing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I love
great.
it.
Nice. Okay, all right. My next question is about nursing school experience. I'm sure, you know, for you to become a nurse, you had to go to school. And I'm not a nurse myself, but I've heard about how hard, you know, nursing school is, how challenging, how much work it needs, and I've seen it too with my family members who've done nursing. So how was that experience for you? What was the hardest part of nursing school, and how did you balance your schoolwork and your family life when you were going to nursing school?
So, in my case, I would say I did quite a lot of preparation before I went into nursing school. So, I picked a not so traditional route to nursing,
Yeah.
and did an accelerated bachelor's of nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, which is ABSN, which is a 1 year bachelor's degree in nursing. The course is offered to people who have other degrees, like you take it as a second degree. That way you don't have to do so many classes that you already did in your first degree.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need to have the prerequisites, and that's it. So while I was working as a CNA, I got to do my prereqs and then submit to the colleges and the universities that offered the ABSN programs. And then so while I was doing my prereqs, I was also working on my finances. I made sure I saved enough so that I didn't get to work the whole year that I was in school. So yeah, that was about it. And then in school, the major challenges would be balancing between schoolwork, parenting, and exams, clinicals, and everything in between. It was chaos, but I'm glad I made it. I had to go to school 5 days a week.
Wow.
I only had 2 days to myself. In the 2 days, I had to pick, is it to spend time with Gabby, or is it to do my assignments? Is it studying in preparation for the next week? Is it studying for exams? It was chaotic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I'm glad
Yeah,
I made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've seen you. I feel like you are always in school, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So that's great. It's good to see you coming out of the other end and just pursuing your profession. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Chico. How was that? How was that for you? How was balancing that for you?
Yeah, so I think nursing for everyone that can tell you is very hard, and especially when you have a young child, you have to decide whether you have to balance between becoming a parent and going to nursing school,
Yeah.
and also going to work because you're also a parent. I think that was the most hardest part of it all, because with my first degree, I had my dad, and
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that serious.
Yeah.
So me going to nursing school, knowing that I was the parent,
Yeah.
actually gave me the motivation to work hard.
Yes.
Because I knew like I had to make it or make it. I didn't have any other choice. So of course it was very hard, and there were times that I developed anxiety like so many other nursing students because the coursework is hard. You had to get like 75%. If you got 74.9, you're out.
No. Yeah.
So it was very hard, and I managed by focusing on myself, making time for myself. Yeah, studying does not mean you don't have to watch movies or read something that you enjoy.
Yeah, you still
So-
have to live life, right?
Yeah, you still have to make the balance. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's how I survived.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Wow. I can imagine how challenging that was. But look at you guys now. Pursuing your profession and being successful at it. So that's good. Did being an immigrant create additional challenges for you? You can address this as a student and also maybe add in your job. Is there a language or communication barrier when you were a student, or also as you work now as a nurse? What's the challenge as an immigrant, specific to an immigrant?
Absolutely. There is challenges. So yeah, we do speak several languages: Kalenjin, Swahili, English. English is not even my first language. It's not even my second language. It's my third language. So in school, it wasn't in classwork. It wasn't a major challenge to me, but in clinicals it was. Now I have to I have an accent. I have to address my patients in English, and I do have this other language with me, so I have to do my own translation from Swahili
In your head.
and then in my head and get to arrange my words and then now get to speak it out. So it's a whole part of itself. And then someone gets to ask you questions, what are you saying? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now at work, it's still a challenge. It took me a while to pick a phone and call the doctor for orders and stuff like that, because I would fear if they will get to understand what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah.
And and then for the patients, sometimes I'm not saying this in any negative way, but sometimes they can like question your qualifications and education. Like, where did you go for your nursing school? I bet they're thinking like, are you really qualified enough? Can I trust you with my life? But we kind of find a balance in the end.
Yeah.
We find a balance. I'm grateful for the place that I work because I get paid for being a bilingual nurse. So I get an
awesome.
extra pay for speaking Swahili.
Yeah.
Because we do have patients. We do have quite some amounts of people who speak Swahili in the area. So being a nurse in that hospital that receives like people, it's a level 1 trauma hospital. So it receives people from all walks of life. And if it's a bonus for them to have someone who can like speak Swahili to
the patient.
to those community, like the patients who speak Swahili. So it's helping a little bit.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Yeah, Shiko, like, did being an immigrant create additional challenges for you? Was there like communication barriers and things like that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, as Kosi said, of course, you go to clinicals and immediately you're different. You speaking like 3 languages. I speak Kikuyu, I speak Swahili, and English is not even my first language.
Yeah.
So you go into the clinicals and maybe all the other people are natives. So of course you feel different.
Yeah.
But I had to take a long time to not listen to myself speak. I had to learn to speak loudly.
Yes.
And then, of course, even in the hospitals, we have diversity. So I came to appreciate diversity because even with the patients, you find some of them are Spanish, some of them are from different countries. So over time, as you become a nurse, you realize that it's not a disability.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a plus.
Yes.
The fact that I can switch from one language to the other. Yeah, but of course, sometimes you have to translate languages in your head.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's awesome. I'm glad that eventually it got to work to your advantage. So that's great. So just looking at you've gone through school, now you're a nurse. Did the reality of nursing match your expectations? Like the reality of being a nurse, does that match your expectations? What picture did you have, and what is it right now? Yeah.
It's a yes and no.
Okay.
I'll start with no because it has less points. No, because nobody gets to talk about the burnouts and the mental, the way it takes a toll in your mental health, especially during that adjustment period. There are really bad days.
Yes.
You get difficulty, more difficult assignment, or like difficult patients.
Yeah.
And it's mentally draining, and then you just get home, you just want to sleep and do nothing else.
Yeah.
So it kind of impacts those around you, your family, if you have kids.
Yeah.
That's the no side of it. The yes side of it is it gives you stability.
Yes.
You can only work 3 days a week, and you get to earn an amount that can pay your bills, and you still get to save something.
Yes.
You get to gain paid time offs. You get to have like benefits, retirement benefits, and things like that.
Yeah.
And you're always assured of a job.
Yes.
If there's nothing that if there's anything that nursing brings is job stability. I can move to any state in the US and still have a job.
Yeah.
Without having to tarmac, like be out there for a long time. I can even apply for a job while I'm still in where I am, and go travel and get to work where I'm going, like get a job ready for me.
Yeah.
Another thing is while you are starting, like the first years of nursing might not pay as much as it's hyped outside there.
Yeah.
But you just take it as you getting the experience in.
Yeah.
Once you're like 1 year or 2 years in, you get to do maybe travel nursing, which pays more. There's sacrifices to that, but still you can get paid more.
Yeah.
You can move states. If you don't have a whole life set up, like if you don't own a house yet, you can just move and go to states that pays more.
Yeah.
And take 2 jobs. You can do. You can sign up to agencies and get to work extra part-time in pickup shifts, like PRNs and stuff like that. So nursing is worth it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about you, Ishiko? What did the nursing job, the actual nursing practice meet your expectations? Is it what you thought it was gonna be?
I would say yes, because coming to America, my focus was just finding a job. So I started working at a warehouse, and then I came to know about nursing and the opportunities it can bring. So for me, the expectations was actually what I thought, because it brought stability. I was able to buy a house. I was able to do things for my parents back home.
That's good.
I was able to do the things that I would have loved to. And I remember the first thing that I did when I finished nursing, when I was in nursing school.
Yeah.
I was saying the first thing I'm going to do is buy a car. And nursing made that possible for me.
Nice.
So the reality for me was real. Of course, there's some downsides, like working night shift.
Yeah.
And getting to sleep all day, missing on your kids' life and on your life.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's also like a balance. Yeah, you get used to it and you find a balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. So, what advice would you give someone who wants to move to the US to become a nurse, Kusi? What would you tell that person?
Go for it, girl, or
Yeah.
go for it, boy or man. What I would say is go for it. Go for it. So if you're already a nurse in Kenya,
Yes.
you can. It's an immigration. It's a route to immigrate to the US as a. It's a legal way to migrate to the US as a permanent resident. It takes long, but you can just find agencies and stuff like that, and you can come as a nurse.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, as an F1 student, if you're thinking nursing, go for it. Use it as a way to gain your stability, and you as a way to gain your legal immigration status, because there are hospitals out
higher.
there that's higher and file for you. If you don't, if there's someone who thinks like nursing is not for me, I can tell you that it offers a wide range of opportunities or units that you can work. You can be or nurse, like you can just go to work in the theaters. You can work in outpatients. You can work in psych. You can work in as a correctional nurse, where you work in jail and you don't have to provide like the direct patient care, where you have to draw blood and things like that.
Yeah.
You can do aesthetic. You can just like go give people Botox and stuff like that. You can, like, it has a wide variety of nursing. And then also you can advance your studies and become an advanced nurse practitioner, where you're like a provider, and you can have your own office and practice. People will just come see you like you're their own primary care provider, and it pays well, and still has a wide variety as well. So
Wow.
if you have that small ounce of thinking that you want to become a nurse, just go for it.
Okay.
No regrets.
Right. Okay. There you have it, guys. You have your advice from Kosi. How about you, Shiko? What would you advise someone who wants to move to the US and become a nurse?
I would also say, like, go for it. Yeah, it's a rewarding career, and you don't have to work in a hospital or somewhere. And then it's fulfilling because you get to help people. Like, for example, for me, I work in a rehab facility, and we treat people. And when they're coming in, maybe they have like a hip fracture, they're not walking, or they have a brain injury. And then at the end of the day, when you see them walking, they're talking, you actually feel so nice. You actually feel like, I actually helped that somebody. Like, it was me.
Yes.
I was part of that team.
Yeah.
So I would say go for it. It gives you financial stability. And then the other upside about nursing, you only get to work like 3 days, 3 12-hour shifts, and then you have the rest of the week to yourself.
Yes.
You can go on vacation. You can have a life outside of work.
Yes.
So I would say, like, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm actually thinking of going for it too. But anyway, so actually that's, it's really great hearing from you guys, your experiences, and that you love what you're doing and you're doing well where you are. So that's great. So I'm just gonna, let's end with one question. Like, looking at your life today, was the struggle worth it? I mean, from your answers, I already know what you're going to say, but just give us like a general, like a final word. Was it worth it? And do you love where you are? Just give us that final thought.
Yeah. The thing about the struggles that you go through in nursing school, and also like studying after nursing school, studying for NCLEX and getting that done, you forget about everything.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember. Yeah, I know I struggled during that period in nursing school, but I don't actually remember. Like, I can't put a pin to that right now. So yeah, the struggle was worth
The
it.
struggle was
Yeah.
worth it. Shiko, the struggle worth it.
Yeah, the struggle was worthy, the crying.
Yeah.
And as they say, like, if you go through nursing school and you haven't cried, why
Yeah.
are you even in nursing school?
Yeah,
And,
I've seen
yeah.
tears. Yeah. Mhm.
I remember days when I would cry and I'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I just wanna quit.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I can't quit because, yeah, I don't have any other way.
Yeah.
So looking back, I don't remember all those struggles.
Yeah.
It's worth it. And I love doing my job.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love being a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. This has been a really good episode. I'm sure a lot of people have learned about nursing. Those maybe in Kenya just looking to become nurses outside the country, in the US or somewhere else. I'm sure they've learned something about nursing. And maybe some people are looking at you, they were debating on whether to do it. And now maybe you've influenced them to take the direction somewhere. So this is really good conversation, and I've also learned something. I've learned about your experiences and just your view about it. So thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for the amazing nurses and all you guys do. And just go ahead and like and share this episode with a nurse, someone who wants to become a nurse. Or everyone, because this is such an interesting topic. So join us for our episode next time. Keep on subscribing and sharing, and just take us to 1,000 subscribers. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.